Alright. Welcome back to Mashle, Magic, and Muscles Anime Review, episode number 2. And here I am only discussing just one episode this time, not two. I was planning on doing two, because I thought they had dubbed the first 6 episodes. I had to look on the Crunchyroll website. But no, that was a lie. The English dub for episode 3 wasn't released yet, because I was planning on watching that yesterday. And I go to the website, I go to watch it, like, there's no English dub here. What's going on? Well, it turns out, get this, the English dub didn't start for this thing. Now, here's the thing. This series is currently 9 episodes in. You think, what, really? It is? I think it's currently 9 episodes, 8 or 9 episodes in, I think so. It is currently 9 episodes in, and yet, here's the thing. This website says that the first 6 episodes dub, okay, they have all their dubs. They have French, they have Spanish, no English dub. I'm like, really? Why the heck is that? I have no idea. And apparently, I don't know, apparently the last episode was released just yesterday, episode 9. And that was released just yesterday. I don't know what's going on with this damn thing. Where, the dub gets delayed. Now, here's the thing. This anime started 2 months ago. And the dub didn't start till last month. Now, normally Crunchyroll does this, pretty much they release a dub, not long after the series started. They waited a freaking month after the series started to release a dub for this thing. I have no idea why this is. It is by far a lie on their part to say it's dubbed and assuming there's English dub there, but there isn't. Yeah, I think that was a technicality on their part. Like I say, it's dubbed fine. But, yeah, I thought it was just kind of weird that I just ran out of episodes, really quickly after watching just 2 episodes dubbed. I'm out of episodes? Really? I thought they could dub 6. Nope, just 2. And this episode was just released dubbed just yesterday. I am not kidding about that. Yeah, basically this dub started 2 weeks ago, and I've caught up. Yes. So, yeah. I thought I was doing some bench watching for this one, but that's not going to be the case. Am I going to still watch it? Yes. Yes, I'm still going to watch it, despite the lie on Crunchyroll's part. I'm going to be starting up a couple different series. Well, because the series is now technically in my review schedule, but I probably won't review it because of my streams on Thursday and Friday. If I'm lucky, I may be able to review Friday. Maybe. Depends on the time when it gets released. If not, it's going to be Saturday. I think, as far as I've heard, this is going to be a season lasting for 12 episodes. I did hear also this is going to be a complete adaptation, despite the fact that manga is still going. Yes, manga is going now for about 3 years. Yes. It actually started back in 2020. How far I've read with the thing? I've read the first 91 chapters. That's as far as I got with it. This episode in particular, we're talking about episode 3. I know I did a bit of a rant when it comes to this one, but I had to explain the reason why the lack of no magic and muscles, why am I not doing more than one episode. I had to explain that. We're here discussing episode 3 for this series, Mashle, Burnedead, and the Beautiful Bully. Yes, this episode covered the rest of chapter 4, which was basically, I think it was pages 8 to 19, fully chapters 5 and 6, and pages 2 through 4 of chapter 7. Oh, if you're curious though, with this episode, now the arc itself is 15 chapters manga. With this episode in particular, I am halfway through the animation of this very arc. No, seriously, I am halfway through it. And currently it was released in Japan. They're on the second arc already, and that is not 15 chapters. It is 24. So it is longer. Mm-hmm. Yes, so in the case of this episode, what exactly happens here? Well, we start off with basically them going to, let's see, first during class where apparently there's something wrong with his book. It's like, there's a thing with that in this episode. We're also introduced to a brand new character, at least two of them anyways. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's a broom scene, yes. So, we're introduced to the broom scene. We're introduced to two new characters in this episode. Introduced to Lloyd Cavill. You're thinking, is this character a nod to Henry Cavill? I have no idea. Yeah, they mentioned this guy is, well, the way he's portrayed in the episode is portrayed how he's in the book. The guy is a prick, he is a bully, and because his father is a high-ranking official at the Bureau of Magic, he thinks he can do whatever he wants, and also he has the vice principal in his back pocket. Yeah, that's explained later. So, they try to do a race, so basically Mashle, who can't exactly fly because he has no magic, so he proceeds to really quickly throw his broom and then run really fast, hop broom and do really quickly, and just set a world record. And then, of course, the friend Lemon basically has, he sews his mouth shut with magic. Apparently his magic is string magic. Interesting. And then he basically like, oh yeah, because you couldn't do what I told you to do. So he proceeds to beat him to a pulp. Like, one of two times he does it the whole episode. And of course, there's also what Cream Puffs look at that. So he also tells them basically, me and Leah here later will discuss some terms. Well, he basically forgets because he makes Cream Puffs. So next day, his textbook's messed up. Like, what the heck is going on with that? Yeah, that's not explained at the end of the episode who's responsible for that. And the person who did it was actually asked by somebody else to do it. So he kind of forgot. And then, of course, he mentioned the whole thing about the vice principal thing. Then, of course, basically, like, oh, do whatever you want. So then he proceeds to become his yes man. Like, wipe his shoe, massage his shoulder, and just do whatever he tells him to do. Then he got, like, another textbook basically is ruined. Like, as for his textbook. He finds a spare textbook in his coat. Actually, it's actually the one he borrowed from Finn. And Finn's very nervous, but of course he tells him that apparently he's one responsible for ruining his textbooks. And then Lloyd tells him, next, burn his clothes. In the manga, he said burn his robes. He's like, I'm sorry, I cannot do that. So then he proceeds to use his string magic to basically beat him. Mosh comes along, is like, oh yeah, he like, I'm just having to apologize. Mosh sees what's going on. He's not stupid this moment. He sees the fact his friend is being beaten up by this bully, so then he proceeds to grab him by the hair and smack his head on the concrete. Yeah. It's like, you're in trouble. And then the vice principal just happened to come by and said, you're the prick basically you have in his back pocket. His name is Furman Kregos. Oh boy, this guy is a jerk. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is something what happens with him. Okay, so it's like, oh, I'm gonna like have you expelled. So Mosh proceeds to knee him in the face. And then it's like, oh, he's like sick of this spell. So then he proceeds to dig a hole and bury him there. Yes, digs a hole and buries him there. And then he's calling for the headmaster, who I should point out though is based upon Albus Dumbledore from Harry Potter. Yes, there is so many Harry Potter references in this series. Like, let's say the main character, for example. By all appearances, he's clearly based upon Harry. His roommate, I'm not sure who he's based on. Yeah, Mosh basically by appearance based on Harry, just not basically his magical power. There's nothing for him basically why he doesn't have magical power. I haven't read that far yet exactly the reason why he doesn't have it. He just basically has all muscles with him. So when he's summoned before the headmaster, the Bureau of Magic demands him be expelled, And Mashle's like, nah, we're not going to do that. It's like, apparently because he beat up the school bully and the evil vice principal, he becomes popular. So why would you expel a popular student? So basically, he's just ran into a divine visionary. He basically tries to explain it, but then he dozes off because it was too long. So he just gets some good marks, gets some coins, you're all set. Like, okay. Oh yeah, the whole thing cream puffs, I thought was so funny. And then of course he also made cream puffs for Finn as a thank you for giving him his test book. Pretty good guy. And then he go back to the dorm room. Oh yeah, we do see the vice principal and Lloyd where they're basically X in the forehead and like they've been defeated. Like everyone's so happy these two defeated, so basically people are so happy to relieve. And you think, is the episode over at that point? No, because basically the head of the version of the Quidditch club. Yes, Quidditch. And I'm not kidding about that. They have a version of Quidditch in this series. Like, literally, basically, this scene is a ripoff of Quidditch from Harry Potter. Where, like, oh, he's asked to join this particular team because they're part of this particular dorm. I think it's the Amber dorm, if I'm not mistaken. Then, of course, basically, it's like, he tries to tell them, I can't fly. So, then, like, then we got off the ground, and that's where the episode ends. And I should point out, though, like, it becomes a comedy spectacle in the very next episode. And here's something interesting, though, about this. Like, their stadium is literally a rip. It's basically pulled directly from Harry Potter. Yeah. Heck, even the school looks almost exactly like Hogwarts, except it's a different color. I think Hogwarts we usually portray as brown or black, the school itself. This one is white and has more walls to it. Heck, the class that we do potions, it looks like the same exact class that we use for Defense Against Dark Arts. No, I'm not kidding about that. It's the same exact classroom. The robes they wear are the same exact robes they wear in the movie, except basically different emblem. Now, I'm sure probably the creator is a big Harry Potter fan. I mean, having visual references is, you could say, yeah, this writer's clearly ripping off Harry Potter, but is using names? Nope. Is location like completely the same exact thing? Is there like a giant skeleton hanging on the ceiling? No. There isn't. As a matter of fact, it's a normal sized classroom. Just basically, it just looks very similar. There's no staircase to a office for a Defense Against Dark Arts teacher. No, there isn't. I thought that was kind of weird. The fact that there's no thing for that here. But this was pretty good. Yeah, and it becomes. Oh, by the way, I did read the rest of the chapters that chapter 8 is dated from. And their score system when they have the Quidditch match, it's the same exact thing they use in the movie. And I'm looking forward to see exactly what they do for that next week. Okay, so that's that particular view. Now, because the fact basically I can get a little later, I'm going to go ahead and do Case Closed where I do the next 2 comic corners. So, 2 comic corners next, and then it's on to Case Closed. The next video. Bye.